Chapter 6 Multiplication. Multiplication as repeated addition. Adding the same number again and again is called repeated addition. For example, there are 4 baskets with 3 apples in each. How many apples are there in all? There are 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is equals to 12 apples in all. This is called repeated addition. All the equal groups are added to find the total. As there are 4 equal groups of 3 apples each, we say it as multiply 3 by 4 and write 4 multiplied by 3. Multiply. This is the sign of multiplication. So, instead of adding the same number again and again, we can multiply to find out the answer. Terms of multiplication. Consider the multiplication fact. 4 multiplied by 3 is equals to 12. The number to be multiplied is known as the multiplicand. The number by which multiplicand is multiplied is called the multiplier. The answer we get is called the product. 4 multiplied by 3 is equals to 12. Here 4 is multiplicand, 3 is multiplier and 12 is product. Now write the multiplication fact for each of the following. Now you can see here the picture of bananas. How many bananas are there? 2. And how many group of bananas are there? 1, 2, 3. That means 2 plus 2 plus 2. How much are there in total? 6. So let's write it in multiplication form. So let's find out how many groups are there. 1, 2, 3. So we will write 3 here first. How many bananas are there in one group? 2. 3 multiplied by 2, that gives 6. Multiplication tables. Multiplication table for 2. So you can see here a box. How much dots are there in one box? 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. Now how many boxes are there? 2. And how many dots are there in each box? 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Then 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16. 9 times 2 is 18. 10 times 2 is 20. Multiplication table for 3. Now there is one box and it have 3 dots in it. Yes. So 1 times 3 is, let's count it. 1, 2, 3. Now there are 2 boxes and tell me how many boxes are there? 2. So how many dots are there in all? 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Yes, there are 3 each dots in both the boxes. So the answer will be 2 times 3 is 6 and so on. Let's read it out. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 3 is 18. 7 times 3 is 21. 8 times 3 is 24. 9 times 3 is 27. 10 times 3 is 30. Now here is the multiplication table for 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 4 is 24. 7 times 4 is 28. 8 times 4 is 32. 9 times 4 is 36. 10 times 4 is 40. Multiplication table for 5. There is one box and one box have 5 dots. That means 1 times 5 is 5. Now there are 2 boxes. Each box have 5 dots. That means 2 times 5 is 10. And so on. Let's recite the table. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 5 is 45. 10 times 5 is 50. Multiplication table for 6. There is one box and in this box we are having 6 dots. That means 1 times 6 is 6. Now there are 2 boxes and in each box we are having 6 dots. That means 2 times 6 is 12 and so on. Let's recite the table. 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 6 is 24. 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 6 is 42. 8 times 6 is 48. 9 times 6 is 54. 10 times 6 is 60. Now, multiplication table for 7. There is one box and in this box we are having 7 dots. That means 1 times 7 is 7. Now, there are 2 boxes and each box have 7 dots. That means 2 times 7 is 14. Now so on. Let's recite the table. 3 times 7 is 21. 4 times 7 is 28. 5 times 7 is 35. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 7 is 49. 8 times 7 is 56. 9 times 7 is 63. 10 times 7 is 70. Multiplication table for 8. There is one box and in this box we are having 8 dots. 1 times 8 is 8. So now there are 2 boxes and in each box we are having 8 dots. That means 2 times 8 is 16. And so on. Let's recite the table. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 8 is 32. 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 8 is 48. 7 times 8 is 56. 8 times 8 is 64. 9 times 8 is 72. 10 times 10 is 80. Multiplication table for 9. There is one box and in this box we are having 9 dots. That means 1 times 9 is 9. Now there are 2 boxes and in each box we are having 9 dots. That means 2 times 9 is 18. Now so on. Let's recite the table. 3 times 9 is 27. 4 times 9 is 36. 5 times 9 is 45. 6 times 9 is 54. 7 times 9 is 63. 8 times 9 is 72. 9 times 9 is 81. 10 times 9 is 90. Multiplication table for 10. In this box, there are 10 dots. That means 1 times 10 is 10. Now there are 2 boxes and each box have 10 dots. That means 2 times 10 is 20. Now so on and let's recite the table. 3 times 10 is 30. 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 10 is 50. 6 times 10 is 60. 7 times 10 is 70. 8 times 10 is 80. 9 times 10 is 90. 10 times 10 is 100. Multiplication vertically. We have found products of numbers. 4 multiplied by 3 gives 12. 7 multiplied 3 gives 21. 9 multiplied 9 gives 81. These sums can also be written vertically, means in standing position. 4 multiplied 3 gives 12. 7 multiplied 3 gives 21. 9 multiplied 9 gives 81. Word problems. There are 3 spiders on the playground. Each spider made 3 webs. How many spider webs in all? 3 multiplied by 3, that is equals to 9. And rest you have to do by yourself. Properties of multiplication. Order of numbers. We get the same product when we change the order of the numbers in multiplication. 3 multiplied 4 gives 12. And 4 multiplied 3 gives also 12. Thus, 3 multiplied 4 is equals to 4 multiplied by 3, as they both give same answer. Multiplying by 1. Any number multiplied by 1 gives the product as the same number. 5 ones are 5. 7 ones are 7. Multiplying 0. Any number multiplied by 0 gives the product as 0. 6 multiplies 0 gives 0. 3 multiplies 0 gives 0. Multiplication without regrouping. 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. Let us multiply 23 by 2. So first of all, we will write them in columns. 23 and 2 at ones place. 3 ones multiplied 2 gives 3 twos are 6. Now we will multiply 2 to the tens value also. So 2 twos are 4. The answer is 46. Let's learn it again. We are having 23 and we have to multiply it by 2. First of all, we will multiply 2 by ones place value, and then we will multiply 2 by tens place value. So we have to multiply a single number with both of the values. 3 twos are 6. 2 twos are 4. So the answer is 46. Multiplication with regrouping. 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. Let us multiply 36 by 4. Multiply the ones by 4. 6 ones multiplied by 4 is equals to 24 ones. 24 ones is equals to 2 tens plus 4 ones. Write 4 in the ones column and carry over 2 tens to the tens column. Multiply the tens by 4. 3 tens multiplied by 4 is equals to 12 tens. Add the carried over tens. 12 tens plus 2 tens that is carried over is equals to 14 tens. 14 tens is equals to 100 plus 4 tens. Write 4 in the tens column and 1 in the hundreds column. Thus, 36 multiplied by 4 is equals to 144. 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. Let us multiply 265 by 3. Multiply the ones by 3. 5 ones multiplied by 3 is equals to 15 ones. 15 ones is equals to 110 plus 5 ones. Write 5 in the ones column and carry over 110 to the tens column. Multiply the tens by 3. 6 tens multiplied by 3 is equals to 18 tens. 18 tens plus 110 carried over is equals to 19 tens. 19 tens is equals to 10 tens plus 9 tens. That is equals to 100 plus 9 tens. Write 9 in the tens column and carry over 100 to the hundreds column. Multiply the hundreds by 3. 2 hundreds multiplied by 3 is equals to 6 hundreds. 6 hundreds plus 100 that is carried over is equals to 7 hundreds. Write 7 in the hundreds column. Thus, 265 multiplied by 3 is equals to 795. Word problems. There are 42 students in a class. Each student has 4 pencils. How many pencils are there in all? 42 multiplied by 4. That is equals to 168. There are 168 pencils in all. And rest you have to do by yourself.